That's always a hard thing for mobile quarterbacks. How do you get to him? How do you move him? How do you take care of him when he's outside the pocket, inside the pocket? So it's been at the front of our thinking all week in terms of our preparation. He's certainly going to run. We expect that they're going to be completed passes. We know that too. But it's our ability to run and hit, our ability to finish plays that we talk so much about. And when we play fast like we are now, that helps a lot too.
Hey, that's Dan Quiz. We continue the whip around with two-time Super Bowl champion Brian McFadden. You heard what they're worried about with A-Rod. He gets out of the pocket. He can use his legs to hurt you. You see what he did back in Week 8, 60 yards. That was a season high. Nice clip there, first down every time he decided to tuck it and run. Is that the key for the ATL, keeping Rodgers inside the pocket so he can't beat you outside with his arms or legs?
Well, that's part of the key. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is the ideal pocket quarterback. He's just better when he's outside the pocket. And you saw that graphic. They had 3 sacks on Aaron Rodgers, which is important because the thing about Aaron Rodgers, and I think the most deadly thing is that when you get close to him, you have to bring him down. His ability to extend plays in the pocket because he's very, very athletic, he's slippery, it's impossible for the guys on the third level to cover as long as they have to at times because Aaron Rodgers is making guys miss. So, yes, I don't necessarily say you want to keep him in the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, he's just as deadly. And that's usually the case for guys that's not pocket quarterbacks. He's a pocket quarterback.
If you've got to defend against Aaron Rodgers, and you've had to defend against Aaron Rodgers, that extra time, as you alluded to,
it's tough.
Because you're like, man, I'm on an internal clock, and I'm with my guy. I'm covering for 5-6 seconds.
I mean, when you're out there covering a guy for more than 4 seconds, it's impossible. And then if you still on your guy, guess what happens? Usually you tend to grab because now they're changing their direction. And when they're changing their direction, you're not prepared for that. So the first thing you do is reach out to try to make contact.
And how do you not peek? Because if the play's still going on, you see it's a broken down play at this stage, and you're still covering 7-8 seconds in, so you know he's out of the pocket, but you can't peek.
That's a Gordon rule. You can't peek. You can't peek because with a guy like Aaron Rodgers, who's very, very mobile, you have to understand going into this game plan. If you look in the backfield, that could be a big-time mistake.
If you go back and watch the throw that Aaron Rodgers made last week to beat the Cowboys against Jared Cook, when he hit Jared Cook.
He rolled to his left.
Do you know who peeked? Byron Jones. Oh. He took a little peek because he thought, he can't make that throw.
He can make any throw. Never second-guess this guy.
He's sick.
Are you okay?
Well, Aaron Rodgers is sick, got the flu.
You was sick last week.
What? I was sick after that throw.